At the end of last year, when you, in your speech, you talked about the Lopez issue of Bank of Uganda. In the same speech, Right Honorable Speaker, as we were closing the year, there was an issue concerning recruitment of teachers in city schools. And you referred the matter to the Committee of Education. Thank you. Right Honorable Speaker, you referred the matter to the Committee of Education. But during the Christmas season, the process continued and recruitment is ongoing, Right Honorable Speaker. We need to seek guidance from your office, Right Honorable Speaker, to guide on this matter because you referred the issue. We have not received the report from the Committee of Education, but recruitment is going on. Teachers and schools are now wondering what to do, what is going to happen next. So, Right Honorable Speaker, through your office, we need guidance. Thank you.
Honorable Minister.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, I also want to wish you the best of the new year, and to also the same to my colleagues, the Honorable Members of Parliament. Right Honorable Speaker, it's true, we have advertised, as a ministry we have advertised, and the people have started applying. So the process of recruitment started. I don't know what comes from the committee, really. I don't know what the committee is doing about it, but for us, Right Honorable Speaker, we have continued according to the program.
But there was a complaint there was a petition to that effect. There was a petition. Honorable Minister, there was a petition to that effect. How have you regarded that petition? You disregarded the decision of Parliament?
No, we didn't get the decision of Parliament, Right Honorable Speaker. We've not got the decision of Parliament. Right Honorable, let me follow up the Parliament.
Yes.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, I was actually going to raise the same matter. The petition was actually made by the head teachers who are acting in these secondary schools to the Right Honorable Speaker, to the effect that majorly the Ministry and Education Service Commission had actually opened up these adverts to everybody, which is fine. But the bigger issue, Right Honorable Speaker, is that the head teachers and deputy head teachers who have been there acting in these secondary schools, I think there was a statement that they had absconded and therefore they will not be considered. So it's incumbent upon the minister to actually take this matter up, because the petition was even copied to the ministry and the PS. But the committee of health, Right Honorable Speaker, of education is handling this matter. Maybe we can ask them to expedite and bring the report so that the report can be laid and then the minister can take action. But there was also, Right Honorable Speaker, your directive, which was to hold. Unfortunately, the process is ongoing. So what happens in this case? Thank you.
There is information from Dr. Pear.
Thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker, for giving way, and my honorable colleague. This information I want to give is that the Minister of Education presented the report here. And it is to that effect that members raise a lot of concerns, adding on top of the petition that was before the House. And I'm really surprised that the Minister is acting naive, as if he does not know anything. So that is the information I want to add, that I think the ministry needs to come out very clearly if they really.
Another information?
Right on, Speaker, it's not information. And I just want to inform the minister and the House. Yeah, because it's not on the floor. That's why it's not information. The issue of proceeding with the process, and yet there is a parliamentary process, the likely effect is that you are going to render the parliamentary process nugatory. And that's the biggest challenge. So it would be advisable that you hold that process as was guided, so that the parliamentary process is completed and the parliamentary process will inform the process of the ministry. Otherwise, there is a lot of fear out there on that particular issue.
On the same? Yes, local government.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I wanted to inform the Minister on the same issue.
Honorable Nzima has been in that sector for years.
When the ministry decided that these recruitments should be centralized, the accusation was that the number of cases of corruption being reported in the process of recruitment when teachers who were on ground were considered. But I also don't know whether there's no corruption when it is centralized, because there are also accusations on ground that many of these people who are deployed, actually they seem to be also recruited through process of what? Corruption. So the other issue is, previously the same process they are following was also done. I have a live school, Romogi Seed Secondary School. It was one of the schools where teachers and head teachers were recruited under the centralized process. Many people use these opportunities to access recruitment, to access government payrolls. Once they are taken to those village schools, they ask for transfers. They run away and abandon these schools. If you go to Rumogisid now, the school has only around 5 teachers. Many of them have run away. So, these teachers have been sacrificing. Not all these schools are started by government. Many of these are community schools where teachers and head teachers, for example, one of the schools is Kerwa City Secondary School in my constituency. That school started in 2005. The teachers, the head teachers were all there in place. When they were locally building the schools, I even equally contributed iron seats to them. But this is a situation where you are saying these ones who have been sacrificing without pay or very little pay do not matter. You should do your things. I think let's be considerate.
Honorable Minister, if this
Thank you, Madam Speaker.
the people who have been sacrificing are competent, it's about competence. If they are competent enough, why wouldn't you leave them in those places?
Right, Honorable.
Even if they don't remain in those places, even if you cross them to another school, but so long as they are what? They are recruited.
Right, Honorable Speaker. The whole idea here is to fight corruption that it was trying to... Allow me to develop my point. Right, Honorable Speaker, we are trying our best to be fair to each and everybody. People are using money to access the payroll illegally. What we are asking, and the schools are opening tomorrow, if we halted the exercise, that means these schools will not be able to recruit students, will not even operate.
Have they not been operating before?
Pardon?
Those schools, were they not operating before?
Some were operating, others had not started operating. There are 115 schools, and those that have been operating before are a very small percentage. But what I wanted to pray, right, Honorable Speaker, I don't intend to disobey the decisions taken by Parliament. But what I'm trying
You've already done it. That's contempt. You've already done it.
Allow me, Madam Speaker, to go and follow up this.
Please go and follow up and report. I need a report on that tomorrow. Yes, Lob.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I want to commence by saluting you for raising the concern of the blood transfusion services in the country. Indeed, there have been huge shortages of blood, especially in our region, and also serious claims and allegations of money exchanging hands over blood which is freely donated. And I would wish that your directive would require the minister to furnish this house with a statement in the shortest of time possible. But, Madam Speaker, it would be remiss on my part as the current holder of the office of Leader of the Opposition not to bring to the attention of the House the ongoing gross human rights violations. There are two. One is about, and the fundamental concern that is being raised is about whether court martials have jurisdiction over civilians. And what is occupying majorly the minds of the legal minds, majority of whom are in this house, is whether court martials qualify to be courts of judicature. But two, and most importantly, is about the powers that be threatening to infringe on the liberties of the citizenry, especially by threatening to ban the constitutional right of bond. Soon, I don't know whether he's going to work around the clock to move this house to repeal some of the sections that give those liberties. And that's why I felt, Madam Speaker, that I should bring this to your attention and the attention of the House, because it is awash in the public opinion. I thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for that information. I'd actually not heard about it. Honorable members in the public gallery this morning, we have the district representative